Python is the most important skill to master in 2026. It is used in AI, machine learning, data science, and all other major fields. It is ranked number one in all the programming language indexes and is growing rapidly year by year. My name is Prayasjan and I have 3+ years of experience as a data scientist. I've designed this course for you to go from a complete beginner in programming language to building real-life applications using Python and AI. Each of the tutorial will have a real-life tool built at the end so you can get an idea of whatever you learned in the lesson. So let's get started. The first biggest hurdle for beginners is the installation process. We'll use Google Colab, which runs on the Google servers, so you don't need a fast machine or the installation process to start coding. If you're watching on mobile devices, you can install apps like Replit or PyDroid and follow along the same steps. To get started, just go to Google and type Colab. Then click on the first link. Once it opens, click on the sign in. Now just add your Google account and password and sign in. Once you sign in, you will see a screen like this. Just click on new notebook. Now this will open up the notebook. You can cross this out. You can name the notebook as you want, Python intro, and then this is the cell in which you will be coding. So you can just type it anywhere. You'll see different options in the left menu, and on the top there is also a toolbar. We will go through them as and when they are needed. First of all, just click on connect. This will help us to fetch the Python kernel, which will help us to execute Python codes. Now we'll start writing the Python code. Just think of Python as your personal translator for converting your instructions to computer language. First thing to learn is the variables. So just let's say we type name is equal to Priya. You can think of variable as a box in which the label is the name and inside it there is an item or we call value, which is Prayas. Now to run this cell, you can either click on the play icon or just press shift enter on your keyboard. So now this cell is executed, so Python knows that there is a box named name and inside it there is Prayas as the value. So whenever you will just write name and press shift enter, Python will tell you that it is Prayas. You would have noticed that we have enclosed Prayas in double quotes. So whenever you are defining some plain English type of variable, you need to enclose them in quotes. You can also check the type of this variable by using the type command. We will write type of name, press shift enter, and we'll see string. So this is a string type of variable. Let's say you define another variable which is age, let's say, and write 26 and then press enter and write type of age. Now you'll see is as an integer. So because we have defined it as a number, so it is integer. Now let's say I write name is equal to Ray, press enter and write job is equal to data scientist. Now let's say I want to see the value of both of these variables. So there are multiple ways to do that. First you can write name, comma job, press shift enter, and you will see both of these as a pair. Let's say I want to print them line by line. So I can use the print command of Python, which will help us to print any variable that is defined anywhere in the code. So I'll just write print name, go to next line, type print job, press shift enter, and now I will get both of these values in different lines. Even as a data scientist, I use print often to debug the code, to check different variable values in the overall flow of the code. 90% of work is just shifting data from one box to other, so it doesn't get much complicated than this. Now just simple printing is fine. What if I want a coherent sentence printed? Let's say I want to print a sentence which says, hi Ray, your job is data scientist. Here we can use F strings. So in a new cell, I'll just write print quotes, but the starting of quote I'll just put an F. This will help Python to understand that it has to evaluate the variables inside this string. Let's see how we will pass the variables. So I'll just write hi. In curly braces, I'll write name and an exclamation. Your job is job. So now if I press shift enter, it will say, hi Ray, your job is data scientist. So the F string helps Python to evaluate the variables inside the curly braces, whichever you are putting in the strings. So it check the box name and the value for it is putting in this sentence. Next it will check the box name job and it will put the value of that inside the job. Let's say I change the name here back to Prayas. I run this cell and then I will run this cell. So you see automatically it is changed because now the box name has value Prayas in it. This is exactly how chatbots work. It will have some template in which you will fill in your own details. Next, let's say I don't want to put the variable names explicitly myself, but let the user enter their own name. So for that, we will use input function from Python. I'll just write name is equal to input and round bracket. This round bracket is just for Python to execute the input function. Now if I press shift enter, it is asking me for an input. I'll just put Prayas in it, enter, and now it is executed. Now if I write name here, I'll see Prayas written in it. That is how you can take the user inputs like basic chatbots like ChatGPT also does. So let's put all of this together and build a simple tool that can generate bio for a user basis their inputs. So I'll use this code. First line is just printing welcome to brand builder. Next line is asking the user what is their name. Next we are asking their skill and next we are asking their dream. So when you run this cell, so you see welcome to brand builder is pasted first. Then what is your name is printed. This is because when we were asking this input, we have also entered what is your name inside it. So whenever the program will ask your input, it will first ask what is your name. So here we can write Prayas, press enter. Next it will ask the skill. If you would have put nothing inside the input brackets, then user won't know like what kind of information they need to enter. That's why we have put these kind of strings inside each input bracket. So the skill, I will just write Python, press enter. And what am I learning? I'm learning Python for AI. Press enter. Next, we will build the template for the bio. So again, I've made an f string. Hi, I am name. So the name will be put from here to here. I'm an expert in this skill. Currently, I'm learning this dream to build the future. So this is a template in which Python will fill in the value spaces whatever the user had input earlier. So we can just click on run. Now we'll use a simple print function like your new bio and print the bio. And when you run this cell, voila, your new bio is printed. Hi, I am Prayas. I am an expert in Python. Currently, I am learning Python for AI to build the future. So just took our inputs, formatted it in a nice sentence, and then just printed our bio. Now you can ask any input from any user and then you can build their own bio. So you see, you don't need to be a math genius. You just need to know how to label the boxes or the variables and how to make a fill in the blanks kind of string, which is a string. But right now our program is just following a simple line. It will run the same way if we run it again and again. In next video, we'll give the program a brain, which will help it to understand some logic, and basis that it will give us the outputs. The same code will be available in the GitHub link in the description. One small challenge for you, can you also add city to the bio? Ask it from the user and print it in the same sentence. Let me know if you're able to do it in the comments, and keep following the channel for more Python and AI tutorials.